Woot woot, ladies and gentlemen, woohoo, whoop whoop, all that jazz. Before we start though, I'd like to remind you that there's a new video for Morning Mario, the first episode, link to the description, and also there's going to be a new video coming out around 10 a.m. EST, 7 a.m. Pacific, that it's going to be out a little bit before, so like 9:57ish. So Jonas, hello, how are you? Let me switch over here and so let me greet you. Hello. Welcome to Morning Mumbles. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the diddly dang show. How is everyone? What's up, James? What's up, Pencilhead? And hello, Jonas. This is Mario and Chill. This is the album by Game Chops. I love it. I love it so much. Let's get some news up, huh? Let's go to the Nintendo Switch Reddit. Let's see what's up there. How's everyone doing today? How is everyone doing this morning, or whatever time it is, wherever you are? How are you? How are you all? I missed one of these last week because I'm sure you saw the if you didn't see the video where I addressed my computer issues, I privated that video, but or unlisted it. But essentially, my computer was being a little stupid, and I was really sweating over it. Do you know Mirai? I do not. Whom is that? Whom is? Let me take a look here. A rapper? Or a musician? It's Twitter. The pinned video is is him with the Thanos gauntlet, Infinity Gauntlet, with the middle finger up. Fantastic. That makes remixes. I could see that, yeah. Boom, 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 boom. Guys, let me tell you the truth right now. Let me tell you the laydown. Let me tell you the laydown. Listen. Let me tell you the laydown. Sit down for a second. Sit down. If you're standing, sit down. If you're already sitting down, stand up and then sit down. All right. You need to listen to this. All right. You need to listen. You need to listen to this. All right. You need to listen. Listen. Hey. I'm calling you out specifically. You know who you are. Listen. Listen. Or whatever. I don't really have anything to say. Morning Mumbles, the show where I say nothing. Hold on, let me look at the switches. Let's talk about video games for a second. I just saw that Fire Emblem Three Houses is gonna have, if you're gonna go for all three paths for Three Houses, one of them takes at least 80 hours. So you're looking at 200 plus hours of gameplay, which is insane to me. $60, or I don't know if they're gonna, I'm not sure if there's gonna be special editions or not, but $60 mainly will get you 200 plus hours of gameplay, which is insane. And there are games. I just found out recently about this site called howlongtobeat.com, and it tells you it has a bunch of games on there. And if you sort by the longest games, there's some games that have. There's one game that has 800 plus hours in it. There's 200 plus hours. Blah 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 blah. Fire Emblem Three Houses could add to that list, for completionist sake. And that's why I don't play Anime Emblem. Wow, it's Chrom from Smash Brothers. Speedrunners are shooketh. I don't know how people can do speedruns of those games. If it's glitches, be danged. You know, if people do 200 plus hour like speed runs of 200+ hour games for completion, then that's a feat in of itself, and I applaud them, and also ask them why. Do you have any other jobs other than YouTube? I have one in the. I'm not working at it right now because I'm waiting for things to die. As the title says, it dies down. Like the things I have going on in my life right now are dying down. So after I have a regatta, Dragon Boat Regatta this Saturday, and then after that, I'm pretty much free for the summer. But I also have camping the week after, so. But after that, I can go back to my job, which I can earn a little bit of cash. I've also been trying to start up freelancing for video editing. Maybe go on Fiverr or open up my services to other people. I just need to do more research on just how much people charge for that, based on that. You found this horrible Kids Bop lyric change in one of the 21 Pilot songs? Let me at it, man. Let me add it. For anyone who was at the Splatter Day streams, you'll know that Kids Bop made some weird decisions for Old Town Road, changing up the lyrics. A song for you, a song for them. Which one was that one? But the one we were looking at is Old Town Road, and there's a lyric that goes riding on the tractor, lean all in my bladder. But then they changed it to riding on a tractor, riding on my bladder. How do you ride on a bladder? How do you ride on a bladder? I know like that lyric was supposed to pertain to like drugs, I think. But how do you exactly ride on the bladder? Explain that. Explain that, please. A song for everybody in this room. Oh. What? They changed that? A song for everyone in this room. I sing for you. That's easy to say. We have a list of people that we would take. A song for you, a song for them, a song for everybody in this room. Huh. I don't know how to feel about that one. It's weird. It is definitely weird. There's a bunch of Kids Bop changes. But anyways, let's try to look at some more news for a second here. Mario Maker 2 sold very well, as I expected to. More Mario Maker is coming to the channel, by the way. Sorry for the delay on that. I haven't recorded more stuff yet, but again, if you want submit levels for that, Twitter, or if you really can't do Twitter for whatever reason, if you really can't do Twitter, you can post it in the comments of Mario Maker videos. Not any other videos, just Mario Maker videos, so I have a point of reference to go back to. I've already gotten one submission from one of my friends, so I appreciate him for that. Let's put this down a little. Yeah, if you can't go on Twitter, then absolutely you can. I'll make an exception for if you really can't. I'm enjoying it, man. I like I said, I love seeing other people play the game, because and other people making levels too. People who didn't make levels in the first game are slowly trying out making levels in the second game, which is great to me. Try to look at some top posts of the week, or past 24 hours, who knows. Yeah, I wanted to Also, I want to talk about the... Is the music too loud? Can you guys hear me? Let me put it down just a tad. So, Game Freak's decision to remove the national dex from Sword and Shield. It's meaning that not every Pokemon can be captured and not every Pokemon can be transferred from other games to Sword and Shield. And there are two sides to that argument. One is that they've been doing it for so long, why would they get rid of it all of a sudden? Right? The motto for Pokemon is gotta catch them all. And now it's only gotta catch some of them. I love the memes that come out of it too. But the other side is that some people like to just catch 6 Pokemon, maybe a little more, just to have a main team. And they don't really care about transferring Pokemon over from other games to the current game. But I think a counter argument to that is there's such a huge appeal to see new Pokemon, like those old Pokemon that you've raised up in a new generation or a new region. Just seeing them, like, imagine your Pokemon from, let's see, Diamond and Pearl going to Sword and Shield, and you're like, oh, he's fighting a new legendary. Oh, it's so cool. I don't really know where I stand on that. I'm not a big Pokemon person. I play them, and yeah, for me, the stuff like Pokemon Bank hasn't been a huge appeal to me, just because you have to pay for it. Pokemon Home seems to do the same thing. Pokemon Sword and Shield comes out the day of my birthday. Oh, November 15th. Dude, awesome. Hello, Poi. Hello, Tristan. Hi. Then, Tristan in chat. Gotta catch a few and then faint the rest of them. Yep, that's pretty much. You gotta go, Pencilhead. No worries. Thank you for being here for the stream. Thank you for just hanging out for a little bit. Hope you have a good day, and don't forget to catch the new video coming out just a little bit before 10 a.m. EST, which is like 25 minutes from now. 25, 28 minutes from now. But thank you for being here. Where do you guys stand on the removal of the national dex? I'd love to hear what you have to say. To be honest, I'm not really excited for it. I've seen that their excitement has dwindled down, has significantly lowered because of the removal of the national dex. I mean, fine, yeah. But if that was a huge deal, there's something about it that I hate, but I don't know what. It's weird, and some people have found this interview, which states that Game Freak is their priority isn't Pokemon anymore, at least at the moment, I think, because if anyone remembers that E3, that Nintendo Direct where they announced Town, that was the Game Freak game. Town, the pending title game. So Game Freak has 2 development teams. They have Dev Team 1, Dev Team 2. Dev Team 1, assuming the main one, is working on Town, the new IP, and the second one is working on Pokemon Sword and Shield. I can't help but think that if they just combined the 2 teams, just for the majority of development of Sword and Shield, then they would have had time to add stuff like the national dex, better animations, better texture work, better whatever, better mechanics. Why would you have your main development team work on a new IP that is questionable whether it would be successful or not, rather than have them work on something that will earn them a lot more money and is more recognizable and that people will actually buy? Because Town is, we don't know anything about it other than its name, and there's no information since. So that is kind of infuriating. I get that part. It's not the national dex because I don't really complete the Pokedex in Pokemon games anyway. Yeah, I think that's the issue for me too. I think that issue for me is just we've been feeling the staleness of yearly Pokemon releases. My hair's a mess today. I'm sorry. It's doing the thing again where like it doesn't go full curve. It looks like I have like one huge unibrow. Why are the Dev 2 team work on Pokemon Sword and Shield when Pokemon is such a big IP? That's what I was saying, yeah. If they had more... Again, I don't want them to crunch. I don't want developers to have to rush to get a game in, because crunch in the AAA industry, game industry, is so prevalent nowadays that people brag about their employees working 100+ hours a week, which is insane. No one should have to work that hard and feel like that they're obligated to do that, because that's a huge thing. Crunch in the AAA video game industry, like it seems like, you know, you could choose, they don't have to work them, but if they don't, then you're fired. Which I've heard horror stories about it, and it breaks my heart to hear them. So I don't want them to crunch. I just want them to take the time and use the resources they have, use the people that they employ to work on something that's gonna make them much more money than something that we don't even know the full name of. Anyways, while I wait for some more responses here. Bum, 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 ba-da-da. Aw. Whoops. Also, if anyone was wondering where Phoenix Wright went, I started the series on my channel of the first Phoenix Wright game. I will get into that. I will get back into that soon. That's coming. I know there was some moderate, you know, wants for that game, so. My favorite Pokemon game is probably X and Y. The online is infinitely better. I've heard split opinions on X and Y. I've heard that that's when the series sort of went downhill, starting from X and Y. But I've never really done online for Pokemon either. Only for maybe Wonder Trading on a couple of occasions. But not really for battling. I usually just do that locally. Oh, excuse me. Also, let's talk about a potential Switch Mini. I feel like Nintendo's online is getting worse and worse throughout the years, especially with the paid online thing. It's not that they need to justify their online more, because right now all we get for online is NES games and maybe a special offer, which only was the NES controllers that docked on your Switch. Otherwise, it's just crappy, non-dedicated servers and just peer-to-peer connections, which means that someone's slowest internet connection will affect everyone. So I think that's usually on my end, which causes a slowdown. And the vouchers, yeah. Ooh, yeah, you saved $20. Sure. Without us actually lowering our games. But yeah, Switch's online needs to be more justified. They need to add more stuff like NES game, SNES games. Use the money to get some servers, dang it. So Mario Maker 2 online doesn't lag like a mother trucker. Anyway, Switch Mini. Ever since the Switch came out, maybe 6 months into release, there's been talk about a Switch Mini console that's presumably just the Switch and it's smaller. But we've been hearing that the Switch Mini is going to be more powerful. The Joy-Cons don't... It's going to be one contained system, so Joy-Cons don't slide off. It's going to be 1080p, the screen. And cheaper. Which I find hard to believe. That last point, cheaper. If it's a 1080p screen, it's more powerful than the current Switch. Then I don't get how it's going to be cheaper. And the Switch Pro, all I can say is I need it. I don't really know. Are all the people that are getting a Switch now going to get shafted, or is that going to be a problem for other people? I don't know, man. Smaller, powerful, a more powerful 1080p screen, cheaper. I don't buy it. Unless Nintendo comes swinging out and all the rumors are true, then I don't know, man. I'm having trouble coping with that decision. Blah. Also, Nintendo looking into 5G on future consoles or something. I mean, okay, 5G isn't really taking off right now. It's still in its infancy, but 5G is stupid fast. Maybe if you insert your SIM card into your Switch, then you can get the 5G speeds, which, hey, I'm all for. If we had 5G here in Canada, then... Do we have 5G in Canada? I'm not sure. I don't know why I'm asking you. I don't really know. Oh, my camera, no! Oh, here's a good one. Nintendo is hiring talent for the Breath of the Wild sequel. Meaning they have... There we go. Meaning they have... That's not to mean that they're just starting development now. They already said it was in development. It's for, I think, dungeons and terrain, which people seem to think that, oh, they just started working on the dungeons. No, I think they're just contracting people. There are companies switching to 4G now, yeah. Just switching. I mean, I don't have 4G. They're hiring dungeon designers and level designers. Yeah. So that's not to say that the team that they're just putting together a team. I assume they already have a team. They're working with the same engine, but they're just hiring more contractors to speed up development, maybe. So that's actually pretty exciting. You love dungeon games, yeah. I've been getting into dungeon crawlers recently. They've been pretty good. Oh yeah, Dream Daddy's on the Switch. Dream Daddy. Date any dads, anywhere, on the go. I did a Dream Daddy playthrough. If you want to go see that, check my channel out, Dream Daddy. I was actually one of the first people on YouTube to stream it when it actually came out. I know people got early copies of it before launch day, but I was kind of like the first one to stream it on YouTube in general. Legitimately, with my own money. So that was really exciting. I love that game. It's on phone now. It's on Switch and PC, console, PS4. It was great. Luigi's Mansion 3 confirmed 17 floors. So unlike Dark Moon, where you're going to different mansions, which was cool. This one's gonna have floors, so 17 floors, which actually it sounds like it's gonna be actually quite a long game for Luigi's Mansion standards. So yeah, I played the first Luigi's Mansion. I have played very little of the second one. People are very divisive on that one, and I'm excited. I'm mostly excited for Animal Crossing and Breath of the Wild 2. Yeah, Animal Crossing. I started playing Pocket Camp, the mobile Animal Crossing, recently. I started getting back into it, and it's really fun. I forgot how fun that game was. And I got a where is it? I got a new 2DS, and I'm gonna use it to stream an Animal Crossing playthrough at some point. It doesn't have. It's not a capture 3DS. It's a charging port. It's not capture 2DS. I just found a way to stream wirelessly to my computer and then capture that window, put in OBS. Which I might be able to show. Nah, it's too much work. Too much work. Let's see. Breath of the Wild. No, what am I reading? Cuphead DLC delayed to 2020. That's fine with me. I should play the first Cuphead, the main Cuphead game. Games will be fun without streaming, says Shigeru Miyamoto. I tend to agree. Ugh. I love this. I love this. Oh, who's excited for Link's Awakening? That game looks so charming and delightful. It's like little figurines plus claymation, which is wonderful to me. Tetris 99 with a Splatoon theme. Okay, maybe that'll get me back into Splatoon. Not Splatoon. Tetris. Nintendo Switch Online surpasses 10 million subscribers. Wow, they get the diamond play button. Can you imagine Nintendo Online getting a diamond play button? Hold on. There we go. Nintendo focusing on Switch install base to combat next-gen performance. That's pretty smart. Shovel Knight's 5th anniversary. Wonderful. And I think that's about it. Fire Emblem Three Houses is available for pre-order, so if you like that, go get it. But yeah, I think it's time. I think it's about. They get the "We want your money" play button. It's true. I think that's gonna be it for Morning Mumbles. This half hour went by pretty fast. I'm capping it at a half hour because there's gonna be a new video released in like 12 minutes. So, any last remarks before we go? Any last pieces of news, advice, tips, tricks for anything? I don't know what you need tips and tricks for. No. Well, you can make these Morning Mumbles now, James. So. You don't have an excuse. Wait, please. I just want to see my wife and kids again. I want to see my family. My arms, my legs are in pain. What's the next Mario Maker 2 episode? It will probably be either tomorrow or Wednesday. Tomorrow or Wednesday. Probably tomorrow. I need to record it. You just can't do that again. Very good, very nice, very nice. My sister, everybody, give her a hand. Anyways, that's gonna be it for this morning Mumbles. Thank you so much for joining me here. I'll just loop this. Tune in at around 5:57, 5:58 for a brand new video. This one's called Red Faction Guerrilla Remastered. It's a game where you could blow everything up. It's a fun physics simulation game. Is that your brother?
I get that a lot.
She gets that a lot, actually. Yeah. All right. New video 9:57, 9:58. Red Faction Guerrilla explosions, physics. Thank you so much for watching. Next stream will most likely be Wednesday. And yeah, thank you so much once again. As always, fight to beats, my friends. Stay awesome. Have a great morning. Have a great rest of your day. See you next time. Goodbye. Goodbye.